A dangerous new alliance in the Middle East. Afghanistan officials saying Taliban and ISIS forces joined together to launch an attack there that left 50 people, including children, dead. A Taliban spokesman denies the joint terror attack as well as any civilian casualties, but the possibility of cooperation among the groups could escalate the threat of already dangerous enemies. Colonel, we go to you first on this.
Yeah, we've been fighting this for 16 years.
Right.
We're losing the war on terror. We don't care about it, by the way, because it's not the current president, and we're not the ratings issue. I'm glad we're talking about this now. But we've had thousands of guys killed, tens of thousands wounded, hundreds of thousands of civilians, and it's not over yet. Because our strategy is we have no problem killing. We're very good at it. We don't have a strategy. It hasn't worked. And by the way, no one's been able to get out of Afghanistan. The problem right now is 40% of Afghanistan is back in Taliban/ISIS control. And that's a conservative estimate. We've got 10,000 soldiers there without a policy. And by the way, we haven't had one for 16 years. It's just been kill them.
Can we win the war on terror?
Sure. Absolutely we can win the war on terror. But it's got to be a world war. It can't be a U.S.-led what we're doing, and it can't be just killing. We've got 65 million refugees in the world. 25 million of them are kids. If you've got to answer failed states and that kind of refugee issue as well as state-sponsored terrorism. We have been very good since 9/11 killing. But it hasn't changed the war on terror, and you have to get at these bigger issues.
And, Colonel, what are we doing around the ideology component? Because we all know that until we stomp that out, we remain certainly vulnerable.
Nothing. We have been absolutely unwilling to go after the ideology because of the religious issue. But again, 65 million refugees, 25 million of those are kids. And failed states we have. Afghanistan, if we're not careful, 16 years from now, we're going to be talking about a 32-year-old war.
Wow.
And that can't be.
There are also reports that Iran is now working together with the Taliban because they want to destabilize Afghanistan as well. I think it's, this president ran on simple answers and strong leadership is going to solve everything. These are tricky situations, and we can't afford to take our eye off the ball on this one.
No, but when you talk about 16 years and you talk about the fact that the U.S.-backed government runs less than 60% of the country, I feel like conversations surrounding Afghanistan need to be focused on getting out. What have we done that has worked over there? How has our money spent or lives lost been worth it?
I've got no issue with what you just said. But we don't want to throw good after bad. The problem is still going to be terrorism. We probably need to leave people there to help train and fight terrorism. But changing governments in Iraq and Afghanistan has not worked.
Nope.
No. We want to make a we don't mind. I don't mind us fighting the war, but we are terrible. We suck at changing a country because we want to look like them.
I'm going to quote you on that because that is absolutely true.
I agree with that.
No idea now what to do in Syria either. Just add another one to the mix.
Let's just pay attention to Russia because Russia's going to control it.
Well, seems like we're not going to solve this right now.
On that happy note.
Yeah. We've got to say goodbye to our specialists, Colonel David Hunt and Crystal Ball. We thank you both so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
And be sure to check out Crystal's book, Reversing the Apocalypse, and Colonel Hunt's book, Without Mercy.